Football is magic and goals with effects are its most impressive trick. From perfectly curved shots that fool goalies to those impossible shots that defy the laws of physics. The best goals with effects are not only played, they are pure art. Join us on this journey full of emotion and wonder as we relive the most spectacular moments that made millions of hearts beat in the stands and on the screens. This is football at its best. The art of football is written with goals that captivate and plays that transcend time. Rodri, whose shot from long range demonstrated surprising accuracy despite being right-handed. His left leg left us in awe as he sent the ball into the top corner of Jan Sommer's goal. This goal not only stood out for its execution, but because it reminded that even the most technical players can dazzle with the pure instinct of the moment. From Rodri we move on to Manuel Marx, who with Italian mastery left his mark on the championship from the touchline, advanced towards the center with confidence, and unleashed a powerful shot that left goalkeeper Alfred Hamis unanswered for this long. Cosmesi's first and only goal of the season became a symbol of his team's collective effort. And if we talk about unforgettable moments, Yuchukuche left the Santiago Bernabeu speechless with a pass into the wall that culminated in a curved shot. From afar, he beat the monumental Thibaut Courtois, reminding us that even the best goalkeepers have impossible paths. This goal was not only a visual spectacle, but also a lesson in strategic precision in the game. The curtain now opens in the African Champions League, where Tebuhomo Cohen transformed a long shot into a work of art. The Al-Ahly goalkeeper, motionless and amazed, watched as the ball traced its way towards the net. A play so perfect that it seemed designed to defy the laws of the attainable. From there, the acrobatics take center stage with Erling Haaland, who, true to his style, defined with an unstoppable bicycle after a pass from Jack Grealish. The movement not only confirmed his technical ability, but also his ability to turn the extraordinary into routine, leaving fans with their mouths open. At this rate, Karim Benzema is not left behind. Receiving a cross from Rodrigo, he improvised cunningly by scoring with his back to the goal with a sublime touch. His goal against Valladolid not only showed his experience, but also showed how a player can think and execute at speeds that seem unreal. The excitement continues with Kazakhstan, who gave us an epic comeback against Denmark from a distance of 28 meters. Aska Tagabergen. He made a shot that defied expectations and left Kasper Schmeichel with no chance. This goal, Tagabergen's first with his national team, symbolizes the unstoppable spirit of those who do not give up, even in the face of the most difficult challenges. Millimeter precision in football has no limit, and Marcelin Núñez demonstrated it by scoring an impeccable goal against Birmingham. Placing the ball in the bottom corner of the rival goal, this tanto not only left the goalkeeper without options, but also reaffirmed his reputation as one of the most consistent players of the season. And, like a Swiss watch, its performance never disappoints. From that display of surgical skill, we move on to the creative genius of Darwin Núñez, who in a match against Real Madrid left us stunned with a spectacular heel kick. This goal was a work of art in motion, confirming that the Uruguayan's talent has no limits. Maybe some thought it was pure intuition, but sometimes in football magic is just instinct. Well polished. The narrative continues with Gonzalez, who from the center of the field punished Aaron Ramsdale with a masterful shot. In the 62nd minute, the stadium held its breath as the ball traced its perfect arc towards the net. This decisive goal in the match not only tied the score, but showed how football, with a single touch, can take an unexpected turn. And speaking of unexpected turns, we can't ignore the Simeone legacy. Giovanni Simeone continues to shine for Napoli with outstanding performances and celebrations that are already iconic. But while Giovanni steals the show, his younger brother, Giuliano, is making his own way in the world of football, proving that talent runs in the blood. In another corner of the field, Saragossa offered us an unforgettable play, with movements that left the rival defense completely out of place. It culminated with an exquisite Messi-style balloon. His youth of 20 years is a reminder that the future of football is full of promises, and Saragossa could be one of them. You cannot talk about technique without mentioning Nonu Santos, who opted for a memorable Rabona. His shot from the left leg not only surpassed the rival archer, but left fans marveling at his creativity and precision. In the Portuguese Championship, Santos not only scored a goal, he also left a stamp of style. Of course, Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo have their place in this story. On March 23rd, they both made history with impressive free-kick goals. Ronaldo's precision against Luxembourg and Messi's magic against Panama. These goals added to their impressive records while giving fans moments to treasure. But they also gave their fans moments to treasure and to close this art parade. Antonio Junic in the German Championship reminded us that elegance also lies in simplicity. With a precise shot and a perfect trajectory, he scored a goal that left everyone present speechless. The beauty of this tanto lies in its execution, demonstrating that sometimes in the simple lies the sublime. Power and elegance merge in every play of this selection, starting with Janet's sweeping shot to Hulu during a showdown with Marseille. His shot seemed destined to break the net. The ball, after hitting the crossbar hard, ended up inside the goal, leaving the goalkeeper with no alternatives. This goal, as vibrant as it is unforgettable. It evoked memories of Paul Pogba's famous goal against L'Udinese, a detail that makes it even more memorable. From French power, we jump to English precision with Juan Paliña, who took control of the games by interrupting a rival attack with a subtlety worthy of admiration. His shot, executed with millimeter precision, left the goalkeeper without any chance. Proving that the technique can overcome any defense, the fascination of the ball's trajectory resonated throughout the stadium, adding an almost poetic touch to the moment. The narrative intensifies with Thomas Eisfeld in the German Championship. At 30 years old, the former Borussia Dortmund player took advantage of a moment of inspiration to fire a projectile towards the bow. The goal. Unstoppable, it astonished not only the spectators, but also the rival goalkeeper, who could barely react to such skill. Eisfeld's maturity and experience shone like rarely on the court. Finally, Kevin De Bruyne reminds us that elegance can also be decisive in a match against Leipzig. From a challenging position, he scored a fantastic goal with his right foot. Although his celebration was modest, the goal of pure talent style, making it clear why he is one of the most admired players in today's football. Arsenal had to fight against Wolverhampton Wanderers. At the end of the first half, Gabriel Jesus deployed a pass for Leandro Trossard and the Belgian striker shot a goal, hitting the post before the ball ended up in the net. Although a replay shows that Leandro had a little luck hitting with the outside of his foot, the important thing is that it was the decisive goal for the Gunners. In that match, we moved on to another exciting confrontation. In the quarterfinals of the Champions League, PSG Barcelona faced each other in the first match. Several goals were scored at the Parc des Princes, but the second goal was undoubtedly the best. Just after entering Rafinha's goal, Pedri showed his magic on the field by pulling off an incredible pass that the Brazilians only had to complete by drilling the ball into the bottom corner of Donnarumma's goal. Pedri's magic assist and goal were spectacular. It took the Spanish only 50 seconds to turn the games around for the second time. The second great goal was scored in the second leg. Henry realized that corner kicks could be useless, so he instructed the players to play the ball in the middle. In one of these balls, the ball reached the Portuguese midfielder, who took a look at the goal and shot accurately into the bottom corner. Ter Stegen, despite his continued efforts, could not stop him. This time the best combination of goals of the month was starred by Stuttgart footballers. On the first day of April, they stood out with a series of passes against Heidenheim. A backward pass, a heel pass forward, another heel pass and then a cross into the area, culminating in an empty net shot. 5 assists and a rival defense surpassed. Stuttgart is likely to play in the next Champions League season. After 17 years, they finally returned to the elite. Many people have already forgotten the player Jurgen Timber. Last summer he joined Arsenal, but a cruciate ligament tear on his debut left him out of action. He finally recovered, and in a game with the Arsenal youth team scored an amazing goal. After receiving a pass, Timber instantly turned and from the edge of the area launched a perfect shot that ended up in the top right corner of the Blackburn goal. Manchester City continues to be talked about with their great goals. This time the victim was Luton Town. After 6 minutes of the game, the City players took a corner, and after a series of passes, the ball reached the feet of Mateo Kovacic. Without thinking twice, he fired a cannon into the goal. The ball went in through the top and the visiting goalkeeper could do nothing due to the strength and short distance of the shot. We also highlight Jeremy Doku's goal. The Belgian mocked the Luton defense on the flank, left the defender behind and nailed the ball into the rival net. The ball even passed between an opponent's legs before going in. And of course, let's not forget Josh's goal with Burial. The Croatian received the ball from Doku and Como in the match against Real Madrid. He scored a great goal from distance, surprising the goalkeeper who couldn't do anything. Now let's talk about Chilean goals. In addition to the amazing goal in Iraq, we have 3 more goals scored by Chilean. We start with the match between Baltica and CSKA. Victor Davila was in the right place and time. Instead of controlling the ball, he decided to shoot immediately with a kick over the head, scoring a great goal against Baltica. The rebound off the crossbar made the goal look even more impressive. The second goal takes us to the clash between Cadiz and Barcelona. After a corner, the ball came directly to Joao Felix, who, surrounded by 2 defenders, made a perfect Chilean shot, sending the ball into the bottom corner of the Cadiz goal. The third masterpiece was executed by Korean soccer player Yoon Byung-kwan. He responded to a cross from a teammate, and with his back to the goal, he cleverly bent to make a spectacular Chilean shot that ended up in Seoul's net. The doorman didn't have time to react. These 3 goals are unique, and both Felix's and Young's were crucial for their teams, making these goals even more valuable. In another memorable play, Bruno Fernandes scored a decisive goal against Sheffield United. 25 meters from the goal, the Portuguese observed the goalkeeper and then fired a powerful shot that did not go into the square but a little further down. The Sheffield goalkeeper could not reach it, and so Fernandes's goal secured Manchester United's victory at Old Trafford, moving on to the masterpiece of April 14th in the Danish Championship. Chilean Dario Osorio reacted quickly to Copenhagen's clearance. With an accurate shot, he nailed the ball into the upper left corner. Despite goalkeeper Camille Hornim's great season, he could not stop Osorio's shot. This month, we have also seen a large number of free kick goals. Here is a list of 5 and let's go over them. In the game against Union Berlin, Harry Kane demonstrated his ability by sending the ball into the net with amazing precision. The Berlin club's goalkeeper ran after the ball but could not save his team. Another impressive free-kick goal was that of the Serbian in the match against Cagliari. After a takeoff run, he sent the ball into the left corner of the visiting goal. Duxan now has several free-throw goals to his credit, consolidating himself as one of the best in this ability. In the match against Aston Villa, Phil Foden scored an excellent free-kick goal, sending the ball accurately into the left corner of the goal. The goalkeeper couldn't save his team. In Germany, Kevin Geer scored an impressive free-kick goal against Hoffenheim, sending the ball into the left side of the goal and forcing the goalkeeper to look. Geer's shot was perfect, and the goal was scored in just 1 to 4 minutes. Kevin was the protagonist of this goal. In the match against Fulham Trent, Alexander-Arnold scored another free-throw masterpiece, sending a beauty into Berlinol's goal. This month we also saw 2 goals from the center of the field, but trust me, now you will see the best goal of all at the end of April in the South African Championship. An 18-year-old Giovanni surprised everyone by receiving a pass and firing an elegant curling shot at goal. Emiliano Martinez could have stopped him, but he was injured. Veteran Robin Olsen could not prevent his team from conceding a beautiful goal. Finally, let's talk about the most interesting goals. While it can't be called a masterpiece, this one will definitely bring back memories. After a cross from Kyle Walker's band, Kevin De Bruyne positioned himself and made a perfect header against the Brighton goal. This goal reminded everyone of Robin van Persie's legendary goal against Spain. And what makes this goal unique is that it is Kevin De Bruyne's first header in the English Premier League. The Belgian has been playing for more than 10 years and continues to surprise with his spectacular style. Competing with Pedri in the nomination of Best Assist of the Month, Toni Kroos stood out in the match against Bayern Munich. His pass cut through the entire defensive line of the Munich team, allowing Vinicius to take advantage and score with a shot from the right corner of Neuer's goal. This shows that Kroos is still crucial to his team and can make a difference with his golden assists even at 34 years old. A Manchester United player took advantage of Burley's mistakes, made a great pass and finally sent the ball into the visiting team's net. Did you think Antony was the scorer? Well, yes. The Brazilian scored his first goal in the Premier League this season just 3 days before the end of the championship.